Hello guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to give you the solutions to prevent maskne. Yes, this is something we're dealing with right now, but I really have thought this through. I'm going to give you 5 tips on preventing maskne. Some of these you may already know, some of these are new and original, so pay attention. This is really good. So the first thing I want to talk to you about is your moisture barrier. So this is your skin's barrier that actually keeps it healthy, keeps the good stuff in, keeps the bad stuff out, and the bad stuff out is really what we're trying to do, because there's a lot of bacteria that accumulates inside of a mask and a lot of abrasion that happens with masks that's wearing down your moisture barrier. So we want to strengthen our moisture barrier and make sure that what is hitting our skin is actually not going to be putting bad things into the skin, if that makes sense. So the first thing I want to talk about is the mask that you are using. So there are a lot of masks out there in the world. They're all doing one thing really well, and that is preventing the virus from getting in and from you giving it out. So it's really important to wear the mask. But there are different kinds of masks, and I want to talk about the material that you're using in your mask. If you have a fabric mask, you want to make sure that it is a cotton blend. It can have some polyester in it, but it needs to breathe. So allowing your mask to breathe a little bit, like allowing it to breathe, is really important for not trapping sweat inside of your mask. I have this very 100% polyester mask, and when I wear this, I notice that I can feel my face sweating. That is really bad. That's accumulating sweat and bacteria. It's opening your pores up to the dirt. It's a bad deal. So try not to wear a full polyester mask. Jouer has made these are cotton poly, so they're kind of like, they feel like a sheet, like a soft bed sheet that you're gonna wear. I don't know if that's a good description, but it definitely breathes, and that's really important. There are 2 layers here, so you can put a filter in if you need to, but otherwise you just slip this on. This is a really great mask, and voila. So the Jouer masks actually are the cotton poly blend. Like I said, they're very breathable. We do sell these in sets of 2, and I will link them down below. So the first thing is you want a cotton or a cotton poly mask. The second tip I'm going to give you to prevent maskne is to not wear lipstick under your mask. And what I'm talking about is traditional lipstick or lip balms or chapstick or anything that's wax based, because what happens underneath your mask is that it's going to slide around and it's going to get on the inside of your mask, and then it's going to attach to your skin, to your chin. It's going to block pores, and it's any kind of debris or anything's going to stick on it. It is a really bad idea. So what you want to do if you want to wear lipstick, like I am wearing a really nude lipstick, I'm wearing liquid lipsticks right now, and that is the trick, because they don't rub off on the inside of your mask. So I am wearing a shimmer liquid lipstick. I'm wearing something I am developing right now, which is a liquid lip liner as well as a liquid lipstick. So I've got my little combo on. It looks like I'm wearing lipstick, but I can press, nothing at all comes off. I mean, nothing. So what's happening is it's not only just not coming off, it's not getting around my chin, because we don't want the waxes from our lip products on our chin. That's going to make us break out. Tip number 3 is, this is something that nobody's talking about, but I am. So here's the deal. Like I said, we want to protect our moisture barrier. One of the ways that we protect our moisture barrier is by preventing friction. Friction is when the inside of the mask is rubbing continuously against our skin. So it's almost like, you know, like when any parts of our skin are rubbing against something and we get that little like broken down, like it's like a rash or a little bit of like just raw skin, it's uncomfortable. Well, that is breaking down our moisture barrier, and it's really not good, because it's going to allow debris in much faster. We're much more sensitive and we're more prone to break out. So one of the ways that I prevent that friction from your mask rubbing against your skin is I am using, this is the Mario Badescu, this is kaolin powder. Now I'm going to disclaim this right now and say this has talc in it. I don't make my powders, nothing that Jouer makes has talc in it, because we don't want to be using products with talc. But in emergency times, emergency situations, until I can complete my own, yes, This is a talc-free formula that I am formulating right now, and I hope to get to market soon. In the meantime, we got this talky formula. This is not a normal setting powder. This is actually their healing powder, okay? So it's actually got kaolin in it. Kaolin is a clay that is really good for drawing out impurities. So this is doing kind of a double action. It's like preventing you from breaking out, but it's also preventing the friction inside of your mask. I'm just going to take some of this powder and I'm going to just put it on my skin anywhere that that mask is going to be causing friction. Now, I don't know what kind of setting powder you're using, or if you want to be continuing to use that setting powder, that might be fine. I prefer one with healing properties because we're healing this area. We're keeping it safe, we're keeping it clean, and we're keeping it friction-free. So the powder is going to act as a barrier between the mask and your moisture barrier. It's going to allow the mask to slip over your skin and not drag and create friction. I'm working on this, but in the meantime, I am using the Mario Badescu Healing Powder to prevent any kind of moisture barrier breakdown in my mask. The next tip, this is really, really important. You all know this, but you need to sanitize your hands before you touch your mask. So let's say you've gone into a store. You're gonna come out to the car, you're gonna take your sanitizer, this is the Jouer sanitizing spray, and you are going to sanitize your hands before removing the mask, okay? We're gonna remove by the loops. It's inevitable that you're going to touch your mask, okay? So when you come home, you need to wash your mask every single night. That's why we're keeping them on rotation. You wanna wash your mask every night. I know it's really easy to throw it on the counter and then the next morning just pick it up again. Have two, just have two. You don't need to do a load of laundry. Just take your mask, throw it in the sink, use dishwashing detergent, use your dishwashing soap, use hand soap, use any soap you want, some hot water, suds it through, rinse it out, hang it up. You don't need to do a load of laundry. You just need to get your mask clean for the next day, okay? And then you just hang to dry, or you could toss this in the dryer for, just a little light, quick drying. Last tip is when you are getting ready at night, I want you to be really conscious of not using too many acids. I'm the exfoliating queen, I believe in it. But if you are wearing down, if you're using a lot of mask and your skin is irritated, just until you build back your moisture barrier, I want you to avoid using any kind of glycolic, salicylic, lactic acids on the lower half of your face. Go to town on your forehead, go to town on your nose, but from here down, which is where we're getting the MASKNE, I want to build back your moisture barrier. The way you're gonna do that is with a very emollient cream that doesn't break you out. Jouer is developing one. This is the tube, though it's not final, it has no artwork. This is what we're doing. You want it to have a lot of shea butter in there. You want it to be non-comedogenic. You don't want it to break you out. So you don't want fragrance, you don't want acids, you don't want retinols. You want it to be really highly emollient and soothing because you want to build back your moisture barrier. That is going to be a cycle that once you start doing these tricks, you are not going to get MASKNE anymore. You are going to be really building it back. If you do have bad blemishes, put your emollient cream on, and I will give you some choices down below that are like drugstore choices that I think are really acceptable and they're really good. But put that on, then spot treat with a salicylic acid just on the spot. You can use one of the salicylic acid patches, or you can just dot it on. I don't want you putting it all over your face because we are building back our moisture barrier. We want it to be strong and healthy, and it's going to prevent you from getting MASKNE. So I hope this video helped you out. I'm going to link everything below. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you have any questions, I'll answer them in the comments below, and I love you, and I'll see you again next week. Bye.